It is incorrect that any such agreement has been reached as I speak to you at this moment. What we have received is a request from the office of the former president. Indeed, at the time the request came in, he was still president. And the request, I've seen them circulating copies of that document on social media. The document itself says that they will like to have a particular property as the official residential accommodation for His Excellency the former president. That's a request. That request has been considered. A view has been expressed by the transition team. That view, this morning, just like an hour ago, has been communicated to the office of the president. Remember, the president just assumed office on Saturday. He started work this morning at the presidency. His first item of business was to receive the transition team and to receive the updated or an interim transition reports, which includes a recommendation on that particular request. His Excellency the President will look at this and take a decision. That decision will be communicated to the office of the former president that made this request. And now that this is a public matter, it ought to be communicated to the broader Ghanaian public that has an interest in this matter. So it cannot be said that an agreement has been reached. A request has been made. It's not equal to an agreement. The decision will be made and it will be communicated. So I'd like to ask that this whole rush to put out stories and statements that says that there's an agreement should cease. Let's take our time. We won't lose anything if we spend 2-3 days and allow the president to take a decision and communicate that decision to all of us. But no, there's no such agreement. A request is what has been made, as you can read in the document that they themselves are circulating. Now, I've also seen another statement in which, apart from the original document themselves, they now do a statement and a narrative that says that a decision was made and communicated. Decision by who? By the outgoing administration and communicated? I don't think that would be proper. So the official thing that has happened, and this is just a narrative on the official thing. You read the official document, it says that a request is being made. We would like to have. That's a request, and it's being looked at, and a decision will be made.
Dr. Manubama further stated that the communication, you probably were not privy to it because it says the chief, what's his name, Mr. Deborah was involved.
No, that's the chief of staff, Mr. Julius Deborah, who wrote the request, and he sent that request into the transition team. The transition team has looked at it, has expressed a view of it, and has communicated that view to the office of the president. I do not know how Dr. Maniboma can therefore say that we are not aware of what we have received and have expressed a view on and have communicated. I don't think so.
So, are there any sanctions that can be accorded to this rash decision?
Well, no, like I said, the former President Mahama and President Akufo-Addo both admonished all of us working on this transition to do the job in the interest of this country, to do it in humility and magnanimity. That's what we're trying to do. So let's take our time. We're not going to lose anything. It's a request. Let the appropriate authorities look at that request, take a decision, and articulate it. Let's take our time. Nothing is going to, go haywire. Let's just take our time. It'll be done.